everyone, and welcome back to a new episode of Not So Covered by the Media. I'm Isabel Flores, and today we're going to be highlighting a bunch of stories that should be getting more showcasing in today's media. Let's get right into it. So many of you may be aware that during the Black Lives Matter movement, many statues of slave traders and even anti-integrationists were taken down from their spots in many cities all around the world. One of those statues was located in Bristol, England, and was that of slave trader Edward Colston. What makes this story so interesting is that his statue was actually replaced by that of a woman raising her hand in a Black Power salute. Designer Mark Quinn actually based his statue off of a real protester by the name of Jen Reed. However, the statue was removed just one day after it was placed, leaving many people outraged. The Edward Colston statue, who was a slave trader, was actually left up for more than 100 years, yet the BLM Power statue only stood for one day. So it turns out that the Black Power statue was illegally commissioned, which is why it was taken down. So the city of Bristol announced that it actually took a lot of money to take down the BLM statue. According to the city, the payment can reach into the thousands. But the mayor, Marvin Rees, reached out to the designer, Mark Quinn, to see if maybe he'd like to contribute to the payment. The mayor did say, however, that the designer does want to sell the statue and donate the money to local charities. What do you guys think about this story, though? What do you think should happen? So this week, there's some pretty big news concerning COVID-19. Big-name stores such as Publix, Target, CVS, and even Walmart are issuing mandatory mask orders for their customers. Now, if you're asking yourself, wait, wasn't this already a thing? You'd be one out of many. Now, Publix does have some exceptions concerning their mask order. Publix says that the mask is not required for young children or individuals who may be impeded by the mask due to medical conditions. Now, I don't know if you're a little bit confused, but I'm a little bit confused. I know there's not a lot known about this virus yet, but being that children are younger and their immune systems aren't as developed, I would think that maybe wearing a mask would be more helpful for them, being that they can still contract COVID and pass it on to others. Also, I'm not exactly sure what kind of medical conditions you would need to have in order not to wear a mask. I mean, it's already been found that people who are asthmatic aren't exactly negatively affected by the masks, and I think it would be better if they don't contract COVID. So just to let you know, Publix mask order starts July 21st, and Target starts on August 1st. So please everyone, please remember to wear your masks, not just for your own safety, but for the safety of others. Alright, so the next story revolving around COVID that I want to talk about has to do with Utah and Salt Lake City School District. So the Salt Lake City School District was the only school district that was going to be attending classes online in the fall. Salt Lake City is still in the orange stage of COVID, meaning that there's still high risk for getting corona, and it's not safe to be interacting with so many people in one area. And ultimately, this led to many protests from parents. Parents argued that their children weren't getting the quality education online that they were in person, and they were falling behind in their classes. Now, I get it. Believe me, I personally don't really like online classes. I like interacting with my friends and my teachers and asking questions, but I'm not saying anything against you if you like online classes. If you like online classes, you're probably part of the elite, and I'm a little bit scared of you. So the protests from parents actually led to action from the school district, and they decided to change some things around to make sure that it would be safe for students to return in person in the fall. So they did set some ground rules to make sure that everyone would be safe when being back in school. So they basically took the CDC guidelines and implemented them into the new plan for the fall. They made sure that people would be social distancing and wearing masks. But this actually led to more protests from parents. Now, teachers agreed that everyone wearing masks would be a good idea in order to lower the chances of getting COVID. Now, parents argued that their children should have the decision whether or not they would wear masks to school. But officials from the school district agreed that wearing masks is exactly what a health expert would recommend during a pandemic such as this. I guess this situation helps to illustrate how it's really tough to please everyone at the same time. Now, this next story is for all of my astrology fans out there. A new zodiac sign has just been discovered by NASA. Okay, so this zodiac sign has actually been known for about a while. I mean, a long while. Like the ancient Greeks discovered it thousands of years ago. This new sign goes by the name Ophiuchus. So while there are 12 main zodiac signs that we know about, there are actually as many as 21. These constellations just don't appear as brightly in the sky and are smaller than the main zodiac signs that we know today. In fact, what we're going through is actually the same thing that the Babylonians went through. The Babylonians decided not to include Ophiuchus because of the fact that they wanted to include only 12 main zodiac signs to match up with 12 months of the year. Now, some individuals have included Ophiuchus into the new system of the zodiac sign. That actually means that some of the dates have changed. So if you do want to see the new dates, you can refer to the link that I will leave down below. Now, of course, this doesn't mean that you have to go by this new zodiac system, but I think it'll just be something interesting to look at. But I'm not an expert on astrology, so you guys let me know what you think about these new zodiacs and if you're actually going to go by the new system with including Ophiuchus. Alrighty guys, so that's it for today's episode of Not So Covered by the Media. Thanks for tuning in. Remember to like, share, and subscribe, and follow me on social media. I'll definitely be posting a lot of cool things on there about what I'll be doing with my channel and things like that. But yeah, so I'll see you guys next week.